What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Phil back with another video. And today, got some KDs. I already showed y'all the shoe, but I didn't get like too in depth with it. They got the box label for all you box warriors. I like how Nike did this with the old school box with the KD on the top. Now, this was a shoe, like I already showed y'all what it is. I just didn't get one detail. But when I first saw this shoe, I had to get it because first of all, what it reminded me of is the Nike Air Bakin. That shoe is fire. So this is the KD. This is the 18. Yeah, KD18. This is called the DMV Drives. If y'all know what the Nike Air Bakin is, yeah, that shoe is fire. And which I think is hilarious because every time I try to look for that shoe costs so much money, but that shoe is so damn old. I'm not paying all that money for an old ass shoe. But when I bought this shoe, I think the next week I saw on my timeline that everybody was tagging me in saying that the Air Bacons come out next year. I'm still gonna get those too, but I like this shoe. Um, I know a lot of people feel like that when it comes to certain things, like stop trying to do what the older generation did and like come up with some new stuff. But y'all don't buy the new shit. Y'all like old shit. That's why Jordan keep. That's why a lot of people. That's why Jordans are so popular. But I'm not in their financial cause, so I don't know what sells the most. But I know in my culture, the black culture, um, retro retros is what really pushed the Jordan brand. Because in our culture, we don't do the Jordans that Jordan didn't play in. Like you don't see us in those. But you'll see us in all the shoes they play. But anyway, this is about KD's shoe. It's called DMV Drive. Um, they actually did a thing on this shoe. I really like this shoe. So this all black sole with the KD in yellow right there. You got your black midsole, and then you have I don't know what this is, but I like how that design is. So you got it in red, and at the bottom of the where it starts to disintegrate. It's like black little balls, paws. Got your mesh right here at the toe cap, on the sides, and on the tongue with the yellow laces with the red going in the middle of the yellow laces with the KD in yellow. And you got it in black and yellow, the Nike swoosh on the outside. On the inside is red and black. Um, Also behind the tongue, this is the right shoe, so it has easy spelled in yellow. I don't know if y'all can see it, man. It's just basically black with some with a design in there. But yeah, this shoe is fire. I was really excited for the shoe. When I saw KD wear these, I was like, okay, KD, I see you. KD, this is the this is a size 12 and a half there. KD do got some shoes I really like. I know a lot of y'all, a lot of sneakerheads probably came from that generation when KDs was like popular. Because I remember the KD4. That's when everything blew up for KD because first of all, KD was coming out with shoes that I think back then they were like $90. Yeah, they were $90. And then back then, in that time frame, the strap was like like a big thing on, especially on the basketball shoe. The strap was that everybody was worried about that. So KD got like the Aunt Pearls, the MVPs, the Nurse. The Nurse, I know that was going crazy. You know what's funny? When the Nurse came back out, they sat. Actually, all the KDs sat now. Like they all sit. So this is why you have sneakers. I always say like the stock exchange. They go up, they go down. So even on the left one, it says easy too. So KD's nickname is Easy Money Sniper. So as you can see, it has easy, but with the S with the money sign. So that's what he goes by, Easy Money Sniper, or you call him Slim Reaper. I'm pretty sure to brand himself, that's why you want the Easy Money Sniper, not the Slim Reaper. But yeah, it's a great shoe. If I have the picture of the Air Bakin, so I put them up, I probably don't know. Probably can. Yeah. Um. So I. So to me, LeBron and Jordan got the best um shoes when it comes to like basketball. But there's so many good basketball player shoes. Like you still got Iversons. Of course, people gonna say Kobe's. You got the new generation. I know a lot of some of them probably like Giannis's. Some people like James Harden's. Then you got your newcomers coming out with the AE. Got a couple of hits he's gonna have, and of course, people love Steph. So that's why I feel like when it comes to sneakers, you buy what you like. You can't follow nobody, but if you follow somebody, you're gonna be by yourself, and you're gonna be like, "Why did I get this and I didn't even like it?" Always buy what you like. I don't care if somebody says it's not in style. If you like a Jordan that Jordan didn't wear, because I know a lot of people be scared to get certain shoes or certain styles, especially when it comes to Jordan because he didn't wear it. You shouldn't care what somebody think. I know I told the story before, but I told I always tell you I used to be the biggest Adidas guy. Like I had every color Adidas, every style Adidas. So when I really got into Jordans, like I knew what Jordans was, but my parents wasn't buying them. They wasn't paying bills. My mother had got sick, and my father wasn't worried about no Jordans. My first real shoe I remember when I was young, when I used to lay down the hill. I'm gonna Baltimore people know where that's what I'm talking about. It was a pair of Ewins. It was a pair of Patrick Ewins. And it's so funny that nostalgia stayed in my head. I went and bought that pair again. Yeah, those pairs came back out. Well, you can go get new ones anytime now, but I bought that same pair that my mother, got for me. I remember wearing them so much. The mesh was coming off, where you can see the foam on the shoe. That's how much. It's so much. It's so funny, especially when it comes to men, like boys. Sneakers is something that like you get a good sneaker, especially you didn't get good sneakers like that. You cherish that sneaker. So anyway, fast forward, I was dating this girl, and she bought me my first Jordan. Now, mind you, I don't know what the hell the Jordan is, but I like the way the Jordan look. It was like gray, black, and white. It wasn't a shadow. I know what the shadows is, but that was no damn shadow. It was just a Jordan, Jordan, whatever. And when I tell you, I wore that motherfucker like it was a Concorde, like it was a Bread 11, like it was a flu game, like it was infrared sixes. I wore the shit out of that shoe. And then by me not knowing, I went and bought my second pair of Jordans. They were brown and orange and white. They was called Jordan something. And which made me funny, they look like Adidas. That's what made me really a fan of them. And I bought them, and you know what turned me? This is what turned me to like, maybe I need to like revamp this. That same girl I was talking to, she's from New York. So, we go up to see her family like during the holidays or whatever. We goes up there, and people in New York, they basically follow the code. So I'm telling them, I'm like, they talking about Jordans and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I got Jordans too. And they was like, oh, for real? Like, yeah. So, the next that day was over with. So the next day, I bust my Jordans out, and I was like, see, I told you I got Jordans too. It was like what? And then I remember the Jordans that he had. He had like Jordan ones. He had threes. He had fours. But I'm not paying no attention. I'm thinking as long as I got the Jordan sign, I'm good. Like when you get a Nike, because Nike has so many silhouettes, people just check like, is that a Nike or not, right? Or you have an Adidas, you see if the three stripes, or New Balance, you see the N, something like that. So in Jordan, I thought it was the same way. It is not the same. It is not the same. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie, act like it is. It's not. So I started doing research, like what's going on here, and then I saw multiple comments on like people pages, or Reddits, and different things like that. Like we don't. It doesn't count if Jordan didn't wear them. I said, oh wow. So I'm trying to remember what was my first. I really want to say my first real Jordan. I don't think it was a Jordan One Low, even though if I had to start off, it would have been them because nobody really liked Jordan One Lows, but ain't nobody going to like turn their eye up on them. Um, Not back then anyway. I really think it was a Jordan 8. I think it was a Jordan 8. I think it was a Jordan 8 or Jordan 7. And when you get your first Jordan, your so-called first real Jordan, it become an addiction. Because I just got addicted to like getting so many damn Jordans, and it came to the point where I had to get between 1 and 14. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think maybe about 2 years ago, I finally completed the 1 through 14 because the only ones I didn't have was twos, and I wound up getting the the two Christmas lows. They look like a Gucci one. No, it's not even a Gucci one. It's just black, brown, and black, green, and red. I do want the white and green ones. Those are fire. I think they might be lucky green. Those are fire. I know a lot of people like the off white ones. Those are I don't like those. I'm not gonna say they're terrible, but that's not how sneakers work. That's not how sneakers. People like what you like what you like. I'm not gonna say somebody else's taste is better than mine or mine is better than theirs. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been yakking. Shout out to KD, fellow Melander. I like the fact that he called these DMV drives. These shoes are fire. And you know what set these off? The laces. It's the fucking laces. Look at those. Fire. Fire. But this is a great shoe. Um, I got these for $89. I got these for $89. Yep, $89. And I think, yeah, I don't think Nike put on the suggestive retail price on here no more. But I think, all shoes now this day and age is like one something. I got these for like $89. I got these off of Down to Locker Room. No, I got these off of Nike. Yeah, that's the same order I got when I got the. Where's some shoes? Yeah, there they go. I got the Nike Air Max TN Plus. Yeah, I'll probably do them next, or the Shaq Gnosis or whatever. But what I got on today, I got on a black and pink and white Lakers hat. Um, a Powerpuff Girls shirt, some black jeans with the knees out, pause. And the reason why I got on the black, the reason why I got on the Powerpuff Girl shirt, is I got on the pink Powerpuff Girl dunks. You know what's funny about these dunks too, and then I might let y'all go. I don't like the fact that, but that's with any shoe. But when they come to like dunks like these, they will come out and be like 110, 115, maybe 120. And if you don't get them that day, you're probably gonna be paying about, if you really, really want them, $500 to $1,000. And it's crazy because the Powerpuff Girl dunks, the chunky dunky dunks, I spent a lot of money on those. And I only wore them once, I think. The chunky dunky ones. Um, I got two Powerpuff Girls dunks. I had got some for my stepdaughter, my stepson. and I had got a pair for Shanae. Damn, I spent a lot of money on them Powerpuff Girl dunks. Um, whatever dunks that I got that costs a lot. I'm trying to think. Which is funny because during the pandemic, the veneers. There's another one. That ugly duckling pack. I got that whole pack. That pack, I actually scored two of them off during the pandemic. But during the pandemic, they were going for like $500. They re-released them last year, and they sat and they sat. Not only did they sat, like they went. You probably can get them now for under retail. I got the Michigan Dunks off whites. That well, you know anything off white is a lot of money. I'm trying to think because all my shoes is not in here. I don't know what type of dunk that is. I think that costs a lot of money too. Is that a dunk? Yeah, Nike dunk. Oh, that's the Ultramans. No, no, because they. You know what? Oh, I got the strawberry cost. They cost a lot of money too. Um, I think that's about it. You know what's funny? I'm gonna say I did say the last story was the last. You know what Nike try to do? I'm gonna start calling Nike like a drill rapper because they will spin the block. If you get hit up once, they're gonna be like, spin the block. Let's see if we can get them again. What I mean by that is not only Jordans do it with the retro, at least Jordan will be like, eh, we'll give you some years on the shoe. Nike, they like, no, we're gonna spin the block. We coming back. So the Ultramans was they re-released them like in a year from each other. The Ugly Duckling pack, um, a couple of years after each other. Like, yo, Nike is fun. Even these, right? Everybody going crazy over these, which is crazy because I used to go in the mall and these used to sit. I remember these sitting. They just came out with these this year. They already telling, and it was like a little ass release basically. Like they were really limited. So what they're saying is next year around like the Nike Air Max Day, it'll be a wider release. Like go suck my ass, yo. Like get out of here, yo. And also before I go, which one y'all think is better? I love both because green is my shit. But when I saw these, I said, "Oh no, I got to get them." But this is classic. This might be my third pair of having these. Shout out to my man Joe. He had got me my first pair. I never forget. I was hanging out with my boy Brandon, and Joe called me. Was like, "Yo, Phil, I know you like shoes. You want some Air Max 95s?" I said, "Hell yeah! What color you got?" He said the neons. I said, "Hell yeah!" And he got them for me for retail, and I didn't know if Joe's gonna come through or not because I don't know the guy. Joe did. Man, he gave me that box with them damn shoes. Ugh, boy, fire. I got so many sneaker stories, but I'm your boy Phil. Haters gonna hate. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all next video. I'm out.